All right, tribe, it is time to talk about some real shit. We gotta talk about some real shit because what we're going into, you need to be motherfucking prepared for. The reason we can't upload on TikTok today is because they need to do damage control. They need to do massive fucking damage control. Listen to me when I say this. They cannot get away with their lies and confuse their base and gaslight them if we are rapidly posting the truth with us on the ground. And what happened yesterday and the amount of angles, because they got it from all sides of what happened with an ICU nurse with a camera trying to help a lady who was getting pepper sprayed and was violently pushed to the ground. She was assaulted. She was a peaceful protester recording, and she was assaulted. And to be honest, who's to say that had he not intervened and shielded her with his body and then got dragged away, that she wouldn't have been the next woman shot? Let's think about that. Alex was a hero. I told you there was going to be more, but Renee was going to set it off. So here's some advice. If you're in a domestic abusive relationship, and I don't mean that you're getting beat on, but you have a partner that talks to you like shit, you have a partner that's fucking MAGA, you have a partner that's fucking racist, you should go ahead and divorce them now, because they ain't going to be granting divorces in the future, okay? If you're going through some custody shit, or if you're afraid to go through some custody shit, better pack your child up and just a fucking pair. Because what they're implementing is dire. And you need to get prepared. You need to get prepared to not be stuck in a situation. And if you're an immigrant who married someone racist, I'm going to need you to wake the fuck up and get to safety, sis, okay? Okay. I was not kidding when I said you guys need to be prepared for it coming to your front door. The visions that I've had since a child has shown me what's coming, what is going to happen. And we know this because all my other visions have fucking played out. Are you catching the seriousness here? Because I'm being fucking serious. The fact that no one can upload, and I tested a theory. I just want you to know I tested a theory just to motherfucking see, okay? I have a ghost account. You guys can know the ghost account. I don't give a fuck. TikTok ain't shit anymore. And I wanted to test a theory. Testing a theory. So this is on my ghost account that has 17 followers. I don't even know who these people are. I don't even know why they would follow this profile. Never posted from it, never commented from it. I only look at it to see how many scammers are pretending to be me so I can try to protect people. That is the only reason I have this account, is to see how many scammers are copying my shit. And if I need to make an updated video, then I'll never message you. That type shit, right? This video won't post. This video is not political. This video is just to a Fetty Wap song. It doesn't mention anything. It doesn't have any hashtags. It will not load. So this isn't red or blue. Like I said, it's not about us, red Republicans and Democrats. It's about us versus them. So nobody can post. And what they're doing right now is they've stopped these postings so they can go through the old videos and start giving violations and start banning accounts. That's coming. But none of this should surprise you, because literally when I made videos, I had listed shit that was coming, and I said the total takeover of TikTok, like, it's coming. And every time it would get saved, and every time the shit, y'all be like, woo, and I'm like, nah, Israel needs it. Let's look at this real quick. All this TikTok shit went down because they were afraid of them stealing our data. Keep in mind, now that they've sold TikTok, what's the first disclaimer that they send you? Your agreement to keep using TikTok? For them to steal your data. Ha! The irony, right? The fucking irony. But if we go back to September, and I'm gonna put it right here. Netanyahu got on a world stage. He did some public interviews at one of them motherfucking retreat things, like, right? And he said that TikTok is the modern day weapon for shaping global opinion and securing support for Israel. Specifically to right-wing racist motherfuckers, okay? And following a push of U.S. government to force a sale on the platform, his focus was going to be on making sure that that fucking happened so they could continue to control the narrative. Guys, this has been a long-term coup. Israel runs the United States government. They have ousted everyone that can fight fucking back. Even more to the point, the person that bought TikTok, Oracle, the one that owns the majority stake, is the one that's most deeply in ties with Israel. And I mean across the motherfucking board. So do you want to know why this shit's happening? Because we're telling the truth. Because we refuse to fold. And because they see what's going on in the rest of the world and people fighting back and people killing other soldiers. And they want that to happen here so they can implement full military control. It's going to happen either way. They're going to keep killing us until we fight back. The longer we fucking take, the longer it takes for these goddamn towers to fall. That's the fucking truth. The longer we comply, the longer that we remain peaceful. And this is not a personal opinion. I don't want you to think like this is my personal opinion on it. This is the way that the tarot cards predicted it. This is the way that the visions have shown me this is the way it plays out. Like some Doctor Strange universe shit. The fucking cards, man. The fucking card said, we'll know when they pull the trigger on us, the Civil War has started. We'll know when they pull the trigger on us, the Civil War started. We'll know when the White Mansion start burning, that the war has started. That happened in motherfucking Nepal. Because keep in mind, this ain't just some America shit. This some goddamn world shit, man. And we just getting glimpses and pieces, and it's just being so suppressed of what's really fucking going on and how many people are fighting back. They want us to believe that we're outnumbered. They want us to believe we don't have a shot. They want us to believe that there will be no consequences for them. They want us to get to a hopeless standpoint, as all villains do. That's why you can't. That's why you got to use this anger, this pure rage, to do the right thing. Stand up for your neighbors. Be fucking prepared. We should have a whole underground railroad right now. Why are y'all waiting for a black person to step up and create it? Why the fuck is this shit not in play? How the fuck does the Constitution not have any backup for this? Like, y'all didn't think it could happen? Where the fuck do you think Germany got the goddamn ideas? Us. Slavery. Jim Crow. We made it okay to discriminate against a group of people. And just because we up and changed in 1970, it ain't even been 100 years. Okay? We far off from it. It's been like 50 years. They got it from us. And we made it okay. And then the world looked at like, y'all okay with this shit? And we was like, nah. Our shit different. Our being racist is different than that. We ain't killing them. We just separating them. But we was still killing them. But it wasn't televised. And when it started to become televised, that's where the fuck we got to this point right fucking here. So now they need to control the media 1984 Orwell style. There is no other choice here. They're losing the narrative with facts. They're losing the narrative with truths. Even their own people who are somewhat intelligent can see what's in front of their face going, yeah, that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. And again, not everybody's going to wake the fuck up. They're just not, guys. Some people are just pieces of shit. And we got to understand that. I will be on YouTube. Making videos. I will have stuff free on here on Patreon. I will also still have exclusive stuff that you will need to have a membership to see. I'm trying to survive through this with the rest of y'all. I worked my ass off to get to 100,000 followers, and it's complete. But that's okay. You realize that's okay, right? Because I have you guys here now. I have the ones that count and that matter and that needed me here now. That's all that matters to me. Because even my guides told me, don't worry about the following count. Don't worry about looking for followers. They will find you. And I believe no matter what platform I'm on, y'all motherfuckers gonna find my ass. I know you gonna find me. I will say this. All of this trauma that's going on in the world, all this death, all this bullshit, while I'm on a liquid diet has been helping because a bitch ain't been hungry because I've been too stressed the fuck out. I'm stressed the fuck out. I was so irritated and just ill and just raged yesterday. It was taking everything in me not to grab a motherfucking baseball bat and head into the motherfucking streets. That's where I was at with it. I was like, I need to teach someone a lesson. This can't keep going on. But that's not going to teach nobody nothing. You know what's going to teach them? When they pull someone like Alex off of him and hundreds of people swarm them. That's the only way we fight back. It's always 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 people standing up for everybody else at these protests. But no, everybody else got their cameras out. That's great. That's all and good. But like, why are we not swarming to make sure they don't kill us? I know we're all afraid to take a bullet. Trust and believe. I know we're afraid to be shot and executed the way Renee and Alex were. But let me tell you, we're not doing anything to save them either. Y'all got to own that shit. Just like you got to own the shit. I heard someone say, well, I can't not pay taxes because my job said that we can't. And I need my job in these economic times. That's great. I understand. But it doesn't take the blood off your hands, baby. Life is about choices. A lot of people said, well, fuck that, then I'll get another job. And then they did. And I'm not judging you. I swear to God, I'm not judging you. But the reality is, these deaths were paid for by our taxes. So if you spent the last year paying taxes, the blood is on your hands. I quit. I stopped paying taxes. can't. I knew what was coming and I didn't want the blood on my hands. Everyone is so scared about what might happen to them. What we might go to jail. We might do this. Like, we can't. They're pulling triggers on us for having a phone out. He had a gun in his waist belt. He didn't use it. He didn't grab it. They had already gotten it away from him before they executed him. There's no way where you can comply with the law and not get killed anymore. There is no law. There is no constitution. Baby, there's no Bill of Rights. We can still stand on it as if there is. You can still exercise your Second Amendment right. But at the end of the day, if they kill you, it don't mean shit. You know, it just don't mean shit. Now, we know that these deaths take down the tower. We know Santa Muerte is working on the orange that I gave her to work on. And we know that tonight we're hexing this bad boy. Well, this afternoon, rather. And we're going to do our own spell work to kind of help the process. Not speed the process. Y'all know how I feel about y'all asking to speed it the fuck up. Fucking bitch slap your ass. But to help the process, to do the work. Because, you know, you can't manifest, you can't ask for shit, you can't do magic if you don't do the work behind it. The fact that I have predicted everything for the last 2 years should tell you that if I told you this moment was coming, then you should know we have the choice to get through it. How we act determines how long it takes. The downfall is fated. The downfall is fated either way. How long we take to get there is going to be on us. Because the more that people roll over and comply, shift up on their neighbors, sell people out, the more that they kill us, imprison us, make us sick, let illnesses spread throughout, the less that we have on our side. And then numbers really gonna matter. A year from now, numbers gonna fucking matter. I hope that we're gonna stay educated. I hope that you guys are gonna keep people informed. The journalists that are out here, Aaron, Trev, Promania, there's so many of them that you can trust that are giving you actual factual news. Find them on YouTube. Find them on YouTube or Substack. Most of them have free platforms to watch it. And keep yourself educated on what's going on. But please, take breaks. Because remember, the purpose of being here is not just for our souls have trained centuries for this, to overcome it, to beat it, to help the divine feminine rise back up, to even the scales within the universe. But it's also to enjoy this life and this timeline in spite of the bullshit collectively. It is. So if you ain't fighting the demons of the world, baby, you should be enjoying the sunshine on your face. And I know that's hard right now. That's a hard balance. And I know you probably think I'm unfair for telling you that you still have to maintain that balance, but you do. You got to expel the negative energy. We got to replace it with positive energy. That keeps us in full power mode. It's even like Monsters, Inc. Sure, fear and screaming and scaring the kids, fill the batteries up. They had to keep shit going. But what hoisted the most power when charging those batteries that they found out? Laughter. Sunshine. Making friends with them. Making a child laugh blew the fucking electricity out the fucking water. So think about that. Think about that Pixar moment with Monsters, Inc. And how, yeah, the darkness, the rage, the evil, the villains, yeah, that'll energize some shit. That's a lot of energy. But the light, the laughter, the jokes, the pettiness, the music, that's way more powerful. And it will fight it. So, be prepared for it coming to your door. Don't go out looking for fucking trouble. You know what I mean? And try to stay grounded. I told you guys to prepare with food. I told you guys to stock up. I told you guys to get your shit together. I told you guys to quit feeding your dogs store-brand dog food. They're going to start poisoning our animals. I've told you to stop buying processed foods. They're going to poison you. I told you to detox your bodies. I've told you about food contamination. I've told you about water contamination. I've told you about natural disasters that are going to wipe states out. I told you karma is going to hit Texas and Florida motherfucking hard this year. I told you about the plane crashes. I told you about the illnesses that were spreading. And I said specifically, after the holidays, it's going to get worse. And what happened in January? We left the World Health Organization. Everything I have fucking told you has been the goddamn truth. I just really hope more people start fucking listening. Because if they don't, oh folks, we're in a motherfucking pickle.